welcome to our 1111 portal. And I did it as a video actually to post a 2-minute silence. So here in the UK we remember fallen warriors, but I kind of extend that to remembering all those, and this theme, especially so close to the 8th being the solar midway point of Samhain, and remembering loved ones in all forms. So remembering them fondly, and that's kind of what I wanted this month's theme. This is the gateway, and when we in the 11th month, the 11th hour, and we'll be doing this for 11 minutes, and I want you to have your intention for what's the doors you're opening, what are you walking through, what are you stepping into. This is like a new year. I know that this is not the new year for the Gregorian calendar, but yet we're using the Gregorian calendar numerology. But this is about intention of that numerology, and the why to why we do our global meditations of peace on the 1 for 1 minute and 2 for 2 minutes every year. So think about first, what is your intention for this, for your own intention? My intention and the collective intention is to get you to feel peace within your body, your mind, your soul, and allow that to ripple, and that energy to ripple and send that. In the Maharaji effect, as studies have shown, that can help send that out across communities, cities, and the world. So that in mind, I will lead you into a state of relaxation for you to allow that focus, just starting with your breath, breathing in through your nose. Nice deep breath, and exhale. Start with through the mouth, in through the nose. There's a big sigh, and one more. Now I want you to just take that breath into a Qigong breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. So we are signaling to our sympathetic nervous system by doing this that we are safe. We don't need to take more oxygen in through the mouth. We're just saying that we're taking slow breath in, holding maybe for the top, and then releasing slowly, breathing out through the nose, not the mouth. And this can be your focus, your anchor, just breathing in slowly through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. So allowing yourself to breathe in, breathe out. And our thought form, as Monkey Mind is doing that on another layer, as I said, is to focus on those that we love that have transitioned, the many that have, remembering things that you love. For example, a friend of mine, a few years ago, I lost her, and I remember her smile, her friendship, her kind words, a beautiful talent. You could be doing the same. My pussycats and fur babies that we've lost. You can be also thinking of the things that you love. You know, I said our intention is to shift and step into this doorway. There's things that we may be hanging on to, and we find fondness of these things, but we know they're not necessarily for us. We're kind of letting go with intention here, but that doesn't mean we don't savor, remember, and are reminded of the frequency of the things that gave us joy. And I want you to think of this little 1111 like a doorway, like two pillars. And as we walk through these pillars, we're unable to take with us anything that is not in our highest good, not for the highest good of humanity and not for the highest good of all those around us. So feel it as if like a hot air balloon when you're taking and dropping sandbags because you want to create that lift. We're creating that raising of awareness, raising of frequency, raising of our understanding of thought forms of self, of our abilities, of our highest timelines. And as we do so, the weight that we let go for that lift to happen, to give us the inertia, if you like, for us to take flight, we let go. We let go, though, with love. I want you to envision that these things that you're taking out of the basket while this balloon is rising are things almost like leaves, poo sticks, as I say. They can be your thought forms that have been holding you, making you feel heavy, weighted down. And we're going to ground from the highest perspective. So you might start to feel a lightheadedness, energetically speaking, when you're letting go. There's this kind of uncertainty, there's this fear of change and wanting to hold on. But remember, when we're holding tightly, and do this with your hands so you feel it, for anyone that's got Fantasia out there that finds it hard to visualize, physically do this with your hands. Hold them into tight fists. And all the time you're holding on to these things, metaphorically, we can't let or pick up anything else. So we want to slowly, with our breath now, breathing in through the nose. And as you breathe out slowly through the nose, allow the fingers to unfold. And you might have your arms still close, tensed to the body. But then we're going to let them come down to the lap. And we're going to slowly feeling the draining of any tension from the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And we're at 11:11. And as we let go at this point in time, in this now moment, when I'm recording this, it's 11 minutes past 11. We're walking through that time portal of who we are meant to be, our divine purpose. We're shifting, we're shedding, we're letting go and feeling lighter, freer, able to walk through the pillars and see these as pillars in time for us to remember the love with fondness. We bring that with us. We bring the energy of joy, of love, of happiness, and even somewhat bitter sadnesses, but we bring them with our treasured remembrance. As we walk through these pillars, feel as though in your body you're feeling that letting go, that maybe that little bit of resonance of pull, like inertia as you're going to take off in a plane. You feel just before liftoff that kind of apprehension, but feel it's okay, you are safe, knowing you are safe in this now moment to walk through. We walk through, we feel the shifts. And as we walk and step through the time, this moment, this intention, this portal, if you like, this doorway, we can look behind and we can see actually we've walked through and there are many, many doorways that led you here. That everything was divine timing, that everything led you to this one point. And just as this one point will lead you to other points on your journey, on your path, you can look back and feel lighter, feel the wisdom that comes with everything that's been before, with every remembered cellular memory of your ancestry, of your experiences. But you do this without the hurt, without the trauma. As we reframe, this kind of vow comes down to not as a protection, but just as a book closing, chapters closing, that you've read those chapters, you're rewriting the story. You've reread it many times through the mind, through the memory, and you're letting go with ease, with flow, and with love, and see it kind of dissolving into almost becoming an audiobook, if you like. Energetically, the information is still there, but it's in amongst the airwaves. You can listen with the frequency, with the sound of love and joy and smiles. Whenever you need to, it's there, it's part of you. It's becoming the wisdom, it's becoming that wisdom that is in the remembered cellular memory of your soul, of your Akashic, and allowing it to be there with remembered love. And then you see and realize this doorway where we are. It's like the balloon, you're looking down at the view, it's wonderful, but you're thinking, I need a little bit of anchoring, I need a little bit of grounding. And feel the grounding presence of this moment, of the what we call full circle moment, when you're thinking, I remember when I was looking forward and thinking, who am I going to become, who am I going to be, what my intentions are, and actually now feeling anchored in that. Now, whether you do or not, I invite you to do a little bit of visualization with me. I know we've gone past, we're on the 15-minute mark now, but for the next few minutes, we've definitely had 11 minutes of being in this state of visioning, state of meditation, relaxation, depending on how you view it. But I want you to allow yourself the next few minutes to breathe, to feel, and to invoke the emotions that will be there for your the brain to feel those wonderful endorphins in the body and on the physical, but to feel safe, secure, tentative, ready to take that next step, but first anchoring and foundations, laying in more intentions, more seedings. As we've walked through the doorway, it's time for a moment of reflection as we feel the layers of the ocean of our subconscious, those things that have been maybe brought up to the surface in our awareness, our higher, our deeper awareness, that which energetically holds us safely. Feel as though there's this presence, and the animal totem for this month was bear. I always think of one of my cats who's like a cuddly teddy bear, hugs. And I want you to think about that, like you're cuddling your dog, you're cuddling your teddy bear cat or your teddy bear, of that hugging, feeling of love, feeling of warmth, wrapping around you. For it's my reminder of energetically reminding you that it is always there, whether you want to bring in an element of your own faith, or whether you're even letting go of the strings that write what that is to be named, and instead just feeling the sense of love, security, and being held. And you can put your arms around you, we call this a havening technique, and gently tap like a mother holding a newborn babe and just gently patting its back. This signals to our nervous system that we are safe. And feeling that safety for the next 2 minutes with that breath. Are you still breathing in through the nose and out through the nose and telling the nervous system you are safe? All is well. There's no saber-toothed tiger now. The door may still seem open, but you're just looking back, lessening any traumas, any sadnesses are becoming just the growth, the wisdom, the understanding and the clarity, allowing yourself to see your clear vision of the pathway lighting up in front of you. And there are many pathways. And there may be an apprehension of which one to take, but it doesn't matter which one you take, because they all lead to the next point, our next circle point of where we need to be in the highest good. We're being guided there all the time, and it's safe for us to walk there on that highest trajectory of your soul's alignment, being guided with that inner voice, with those little visions that come to you when you least expect it, when you're in the shower, with those, oh wow, that idea, I never thought of that before, all those feelings, that creative energy that's so present for this month, but we're going to seed it and ground it. So I want you to, in your mind, in your imagination, walk forward from the pillars, from the door. They can be an actual physical door, whatever your imagination is conjuring for you. Maybe they're a pillar of the stone, but wherever you are, it's outside of that door is a little bit of earth. And when you look down, you see in your hand are a few seeds, seeds of intentions, seeds of remembrance. And we're going to place them into the earth. And we're going to watch how they grow. And in this now moment and other moments when you remember, in those quiet moments of solitude, maybe when you feel a little bit unsure, remember this moment and that those seeds are there, and you water them. You water them with everything you've walked through, everything you've been, every person you've been, every lesson you've learned. And we're watering now with love like sun. Feel it blazing down from your heart like a Care Bear stare. For those that are in my age bracket might remember the Care Bear stare. They would open their hearts and send love. And we do this, and as we do this, we realize everybody that's watching this video now, whether it's right in this single moment or in 10 years' time, everyone that's ever watched it is beyond space and time, are linking hands and doing the same and sending that out in ripples. Do it first to yourselves, to your body, for being here, for being present, to you, to me, to each other, to every living being in the room that you're in the house, the building, the community, all the living creatures, sending it out through the fibres of earth, the air. And remember I said about anchoring, and feel roots rooting down. And like a tree, and I'm going to give you the image of this tree because you think of a tree and a mountain. So we're going to do both, a tree on a mountain, because 2 reasons. The mountain is stone, it's stability, it's the rock. It feels like it's been there for an eternity. In its magnificence, there feels an insignificance. And then when you look to its highest peaks, it's reached, it's see at the top of that mountain, can see for miles around, yet it's still present and grounded. Seeing from the highest perspective, yet grounded, staying there. But it too was created by pressure, being pushed up to understanding. And then think too of the tree on the mountainside, its roots going down deep, reaching for its nutrients, and its branches reaching up high. And if you feel you want to, or you feel called to, lift your hands up and feel what your body language says when you lift your arms and you're open and receptive to the highest aspects. Breathing that in with your body, and then bring the fingertips together over the top of the head and bring them to the top of your head, just as if you're just holding the head, the fingertips right at the top, and gently massage. This is where the light is. This is where all of the points, the meridians, the flow points in our body of energy meet. But whether that's something that resonates or not, it doesn't matter. Just this is where the nervous system is activated. Massaging gently, and then take a deep breath in. You can visualize this if you have any problems with your arms, and just realizing like the arms opening up like a flower, a lotus, the heart energy opening, and then bringing the elbows to the body, the hands and palms still facing upwards, bringing them to the heart, and feeling that energy like a breathable fabric. You've sent that out, and you can feel it bouncing back. That which we send out, we receive back tenfold. So feeling the love flying back, wrapping you, round you, all being one in this moment, regardless of thoughts, feelings, emotions, belief sets. Know that you are safe. This portal for change, for time, for shift, it's seeded with your intention and the actions that you take with love. As the soul expresses differently through sound, through light, through time, know that you and I and we and our and us, all is well in this moment, the point of power for shift, for change. Be ready, let the fear be the courage, the excitement, that subtle shift in how we feel it. Ready, the excitement like a kid ready to open its presents on Christmas morning. Feel your presence ready to open to a new day, a new you. So just slowly taking a breath in, breath out. And feeling that sense of peace that I hope you're feeling. And that the ripples of how you feel that peace, how you act on that peace, and how you take it throughout your day, the week, the month, the year. And maybe you can bring a little peace to others. Thank you for your time. And thank you for joining me for our monthly global meditation of peace. We will be doing our next month's on 12/12. And I will see you on Monday for our Qigong class. And I haven't done this week's card reading, but I'll do that later. Have a beautiful day. Remember to take those moments when you feel it. Remember that moment we were talking about in the meditation, that little seed that's there, that's growing with the light of love. And as you love yourself, not in a selfish, egotistical way, but by respecting, by knowing that that energy that's in you is in all of us. And as we do that for ourselves and we mirror that out into the world, we make huge shifts. The power of one in alignment has the power of 1,000,000 out of alignment. So whatever those intentions, if you feel called to, that you wanted to put them in the comments, please do. I love reading them. Let me know where you're from. It's lovely to know that when we're all meditating in a group like this, that all is, even my eyes shut now, seeing it, of these lights lighting up, like you see it if you're any of your My Heart Math ambassador, and I'd see on the meditative app that you kind of see where everyone's meditating and that we're all sending out this healing energy by standing in our own healing and recognizing our own power. So thank you. Have a beautiful week. Thank you for your time.